Folks, I think our elected officials are completely ignorant.
Yes.
That's the episode. All right, have a great
Bye.
day, everyone. I think our elected officials are completely ignorant to what exactly TikTok is. Because according to their constant overreactions and conspiratorial thinking, TikTok is quite literally a Trojan horse invented by the Chinese with the sole purpose of completely dismantling American society by slowly turning everyone into, I'm not sure, people who champion equality. They want taxpayer-funded healthcare and education, higher wages, affordable housing. Because a lot of the fear-mongering claims that it's turning our youth into communists or something.
It's turning me into a guy that really appreciates Japanese joinery.
Yes, good
Hand
woodworking.
tools, yeah. What are the Chinese have brainwashed me into appreciating fine, old-style woodworking.
I never thought I could do home repair until the Chinese came in and indoctrinated me into thinking I could install my own ceiling fan. Ugh. Honestly, though, it appears as though government officials think the app is somehow a gigantic war machine, when in reality, it is almost entirely the same as every other social media app that features videos, which all of them do, so it's just the same thing.
Yeah, all the creators are posting the same shit on all the apps.
Yeah.
YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels.
And if
Did
the
I get those
government-
mixed up?
If the
Who
government
cares?
just waited, the music industry is already destroying TikTok. They just wait and let it happen.
Yeah.
So the reason that TikTok is obviously targeted is because it wasn't invented and launched here like those other apps.
It's a sinister Chinese social media app as opposed to all of our good, patriotic, God-fearing,
homegrown,
red-blooded American social media apps.
Farm-to-table social media.
Which do nothing wrong.
Absolutely
even
nothing.
though we haul them in front of Congress on a regular basis as well. But somehow TikTok is different.
And of course, the now over a decade of demonstrable cases against those local homegrown social media apps that have done, in a lot of cases, irreparable harm.
Mark Zuckerberg might be the devil, but he's our devil.
And he's got a cool sword that he wants to show everyone.
But it does have a lot of the exact same privacy issues as every other social media app.
Yeah.
I'm not going to deny that. But as we've said countless times at this point, it would be really convenient if our lawmakers just passed blanket regulations that protected user data from all social media apps instead of just the one.
It really seems like that would be the easier option.
Really going out of their way here.
I would love if they just did that for all of the apps.
Yeah.
That way, if a new app popped up, they would have to abide by the same regulations as the other ones.
Everything they accuse TikTok of,
Yeah.
they're all guilty of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems like that would be easier. But TikTok is currently the scapegoat, the source of all our problems, turning the kids gay, making the kids anti-Semitic, turning the kids Palestinian.
Yes, it does all of that. It's crazy. It goes both extremes. It's all over the place.
Simply because it's the place that a majority of younger generations get their information and entertainment from.
Yeah.
And so Congress is once again trying to just completely ban the app, and the U.S. House Energy and Commerce Committee just unanimously passed a bill which aims to do exactly that.
It won 50-0, this bill.
So to be clear, this will move over to the House for a full vote. The measure seeks to ban the app unless it fully severs ties from parent company ByteDance.
Yes.
With more on what this means and what's next for TikTok, here's CNN.
A powerful House committee advanced a bill on Thursday that could lead to a nationwide ban against TikTok on all electronic devices, renewing lawmakers' challenge to one of the world's most popular social media apps and highlighting unresolved fears that TikTok may pose a Chinese government spying risk. The measure that sailed unanimously through the House Energy and Commerce Committee would prohibit TikTok from U.S. app stores unless the social media platform, used by roughly 170 million Americans, is quickly spun off from its China-linked parent company ByteDance. If enacted, the bill would give ByteDance 165 days, or a little more than 5 months, to sell TikTok. If not divested by that date, it would be illegal for App Store operators such as Apple and Google to make it available for download.
Didn't we already fucking do this?
We've done this so many times by now.
God, it was stupid when Trump was doing it, and it's stupid now.
And also, every time this happens, they bring out the TikTok or ByteDance CEO who is not Chinese, and then they claim that he is Chinese to his face.
So what kind of Chinese are you?
Yeah.
I am from Singapore. All right, but what part of China is Singapore?
It's very frustrating.
It continues, TikTok is mounting a push against the bill, including trying to mobilize its user base. The company has served some users with full-screen pop-ups in the app, warning that the bill strips 170 million Americans of their constitutional right to free expression. This will damage millions of businesses, destroy the livelihoods of countless creators across the country, and deny artists an audience, reads the notification, a copy of which was reviewed by CNN. The call to action concludes with a link prompting users to dial their members of Congress and express their opposition to the bill. Multiple congressional staffers told CNN Thursday that House offices are being flooded with phone calls, in some cases in the hundreds, amid the campaign. Yeah, no fucking shit.
People are very upset by this. But if you read further into some of the reactions from the GOP members, they're like, yeah, it's all a bunch of old people and young people who don't know what they're talking about. They just sit on their phones and eat hot chip all day, and they don't know what they're talking about. And it's like, do you want people to participate in the government and how it regulates their lives or not?
This is what we were all told, like, how this shit works when we were children. It's like, yeah, if the government's doing something that like affects you personally, you can call up your congressman and, state your case.
Literally your right to do that.
Yeah.
And instead, these members are going, these stupid kids bothering me. I would say, do they want an active citizenship? But they don't. They don't want people calling and telling them that they dislike what they're doing with their jobs. That's what they don't want.
Yeah. Again, it's just bizarre to focus entirely on TikTok as this privacy nightmare when our own homegrown apps are just as bad and in some cases worse. So why not just cover all data protections with some robust laws that get rid of all of the shady stuff that they're all doing?
Not that Europe is perfect, but when an American social media platform wants to operate there, they have to abide by certain restrictions.
Yeah,
that's why Musk is currently fighting them over that.
Yeah, that's why there's no threads in Europe.
It seems like we could have that here if everyone wanted to, literally reach across the aisle and do a bipartisan bill that restricts all of this data harvesting.
I mean, I'd love to reach across the aisle, but there's currently someone reaching into my wallet, putting a bunch of money into it.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, actually, you know what?
I think not.
Actually, Facebook is a great app.
Have you heard about this app? Facebook's wonderful.
So, not to mention that currently any bad actors could just buy all the information they want from data brokers for pennies on the dollar instead of launching and maintaining an entire platform. The whole system is fucked from top to bottom.
Yes.
So, we should really focus on the entirety of data privacy instead of going after a particular foreign boogeyman. And that seems like it'd be a good start, but
not gonna happen.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Speaking of things getting banned, though, the city of Miami is trying to ban spring break. After years of complete chaos on its beaches and surrounding areas.
This country hates young people.
They really fucking do. They hate women. They hate, unless you are a 65-year-old white man, you have no say in how things happen.
And listen, I'm sure Miami has pretty good reasons for this.
Absolutely they do.
But, buddy, come on.
The going was good until it wasn't.
You loved it until it became too much of a problem for you.
Yeah.
Don't act like you fell out of a coconut tree.
You exist within the context.
Beach in Miami.
You exist within the context of the 70s and 80s cocaine boom of Miami Beach.
All that came before you, which was, yes, that.
Yeah. So they've even started, the city of Miami has started an ad campaign aimed at potential vacationers that basically says, don't come.
Do not come.
They should have just edited in the clip of Kamala Harris speaking to Guatemalan migrants where she explicitly says, don't come.
Followed by the Trump clip where he says, I'm gonna come.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
And Trump already is, he's in the area of Miami, so he's already there. But that's the way the video comes off. Here, just take a look at one of the clips from it.
We need to talk.
This isn't working anymore.
And it's not us, it's you. We just want different things.
Our idea of a good time is relaxing on the beach.
Hitting up the spa.
Or checking out a new restaurant.
You just want to get drunk in public and ignore laws.
Do you even remember what happened last March?
That was our breaking point, so we're breaking up with you.
And don't try to apologize and come crawling back. This isn't safe, so we're done.
And just so you know, we're serious.
This March, You can expect things like curfews, bag checks, and restricted beach access.
DUI checkpoints, $100 parking, and strong police enforcement for drug possession and violence.
Whatever it takes, because it's time to move on.
Maybe we can talk when you're done with your spring break phase, but until then.
And the cancellation of spring break in Miami, it will also include restricted liquor sales, potential curfews, restrictions on public non-ticketed events, and more.
What's even the point of Florida? I thought it was that. I thought that's what it was all
You
about.
go there to vacation on the beach.
Go there to get fucked up on the beach, stay up late,
Party.
and party. Yeah, like what do you have if
It
you
is
don't have
literally
that?
the whole thing with spring break
Alligators?
is you go. It's a bunch of college students from northern cities and states where it's still very fucking traditionally where it's still very fucking cold, and they go down to the wonderful beaches of Florida to have a break from their studies and the blistering cold weather that they've suffered through all winter.
I mean, if they don't have Miami, they still got like what?
Panama City Beach.
Panama City, Daytona. Does Tampa have like a big spring break scene?
Clearwater. Yes, Clearwater's the beach area.
You can
of
get
Tampa.
fucked up and somehow wake up with a fucking e-reader on your head, joining the Church of Scientology.
You get too fucked up in Clearwater, you end up on that Sea Org cruise. Whoa, where am I?
Yeah. Or, I mean, go a little farther west. They're all about South Padre Island in Texas.
There you go.
Like, that's the southwest spring break spot.
Yeah.
So all is not lost.
There's plenty of options for the spring breakers out there, but look, it's Miami's fault. They've been branding this as a party destination for decades.
Yeah.
Miami Beach, South Beach, it's promoted as that.
Yeah, you can't just, you can't weasel your way out of this one, Miami. You
No.
made your bed.
Exactly.
So local outlet 10 News brought up some numbers from last year's spring break in Miami, saying a total of 488 arrests were made, and more than half were felony arrests. Holy shit. As for guns, police said 105 firearms were impounded. They added that last year's spring break turning violent was the impetus for change. A violent spring break put Miami Beach on a national stage. 2 people were shot and killed on busy Ocean Drive during a 72-hour period, which prompted a state of emergency and temporary curfew. Despite droves of police on the streets from various South Florida agencies, the crowds were tough to manage.
I mean, gun violence is sadly not an aberration.
But
that
again,
happens everywhere.
Sir, you are Florida. You love gun violence.
Yes, you love open carry and zero restrictions.
Yeah, and I'm getting a lot of mixed messages here.
Yeah, this is very confusing for
You said
everyone. I
you-
wanted to go to the beach and bring my gun.
You said I could take my gun anywhere.
Yeah.
And if I feel even mildly inconvenienced,
Yeah.
I can shoot to kill.
Yeah.
And then with this, come on.
Stand your ground also means the beach, the sand on the beach.
Yeah. So with spring break already having started this year, it's probably not going to work, considering that people have been planning for a while now, and they're not going to let some ads get in the way of a good time.
Yeah.
Also, you would assume that this would have an incredibly negative effect on local businesses, which rely on the spike in sales and traffic during tourism spikes like this. But yeah, Florida's going to do what Florida's going to do.
Yeah. Yep. Also, like, I've talked about this before, but like, the environmental challenges that Florida faces and how that affects tourism and businesses is already striking. It's like the algae blooms that take over the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, you can't go in the water.
You can't be near the beach.
Yeah.
It hurts your lungs. So the east coast of Florida, where Miami Beach and Daytona are, they should really be embracing whatever they can get for the foreseeable future, because
Yeah.
soon that'll all be underwater and they won't be able to make any money off of it.
Yeah. Get it while you can.
But let's switch gears over to this week's big elections, because goddamn, there's some real freaks out there getting really close to having real power. And we should definitely start with North Carolina gubernatorial candidate Mark Robinson, who won his state's primary on Tuesday and will now face off against Democrat Josh Stein in November. And even if you do not live in North Carolina, you need to be aware of this guy and hope that he doesn't get elected, because his viewpoints make even the more extreme members of the GOP squirm. Or at the very least, he's saying things out loud that they only whisper in private. Here are just a few of the highly controversial remarks that Mark Robinson has made in the recent past via The Advocate.
Regarding trans women, Robinson said earlier this month during a campaign speech that transgender women should be arrested for using women's bathrooms, adding at another event that they should instead find a corner outside somewhere.
Regarding Hitler and Stalin, Robinson told an audience gathered at Moms for Liberty's Blessings of the Liberty breakfast in July last year that instead of criticizing the conservative group for quoting Hitler in their June newsletter, it's time to start reading quotes from fascist strongmen like Hitler and Stalin. Whether you're talking about Adolf Hitler, whether you're talking about Chairman Mao, whether you're talking about Stalin, whether you're talking about Pol Pot, whether you're talking about Castro in Cuba, or whether you're talking about a dozen other despots around the globe, it is time for us to get back and start reading some of those quotes, he said.
Some of these are not like the others.
Yeah, and yeah, everyone should be aware of things that all of these figures have said, but based on the group that he was addressing, who literally quoted Hitler in a positive manner on their newsletter, like, hey, that's a fun quote.
Yeah.
I wonder who that's by.
I forgot about that.
Let's put that right on the cover.
That was very weird.
That's a beautiful quote. I like that. Based on who he was speaking to and where, he was almost certainly telling them to start looking for a little more inspiration elsewhere, instead of taking a critical look at what those figures said.
On LGBTQ rights, Robinson said during a 2021 sermon that there's no reason anybody anywhere in America should be telling any child about transgenderism, homosexuality, any of that filth. And yes, I called it filth, he doubled down. And if you don't like that I called it filth, come see me and I'll explain it to you. After being condemned by both the White House and North Carolina Democratic Governor Roy Cooper, Robinson said he would not be bullied into submission and resign, nor would he apologize. Months after referring to homosexuality as filth, Robinson said in November that year that straight couples are superior to same-sex couples because they can potentially reproduce sexually. He then equated LGBTQ+ people with what the cows leave behind, as well as maggots and flies. Yeah, when you start comparing people to
Insects
and
feces?
Yeah, undesirable small animals.
He
Not-
read
not
those
a good
Hitler
sign.
quotes and he's like, I'm going to change it a little bit, so
Yeah.
I'm going to change the homework so people don't think that it's Hitler's work, but it really is, but I'm just going to say it in my own cool way.
Yeah.
Regarding Marvel's Black Panther film, Robinson accused the movie of trying to make black audiences more favorable to Jewish people in Facebook post at the time, while using a Yiddish racial slur for black people. Quote, "It is absolutely amazing to me that people who know so little about their true history and refuse to acknowledge the pure, sorry state of their current condition can get so excited about a fictional hero created by an agnostic Jew, Stan Lee, and put to film by satanic Marxists. How can this trash that was only created to pull the shekels out of your blank," that's where he put the slur, "pockets, invoke any pride," he wrote. Again,
Yikes.
he's really looking at some of the other homework and saying,
Holy shit.
yeah, I like that. I like what I'm seeing.
God damn.
Time to start saying some quiet parts out loud.
Yeah, no, that's just straight up fucking anti-Semitic. Holy shit.
Yeah.
He also claimed that Michelle Obama is a man, among other things. Robinson accused former First Lady Michelle Obama of secretly being a transgender woman, referring to her as he in a 2017 Facebook post where he called her an anti-American, abortion and gay marriage supporting liberal leftist elitist. "I'll be glad when he takes his boyfriend and leaves the White House," Robinson wrote. Robinson said in other posts that Obama speaks ghetto and Wookiee, and that she emanates the stench of human waste.
He also called black Democrats slaves, called Beyonce satanic, said that homosexuality will lead to society's collapse, that Jewish bankers are a horseman of the apocalypse, and, to a far less consequential end, said that he wouldn't be surprised if the moon landing was fake.
Yeah,
Fuck it, I'm just gonna round it out.
Throw that one in there, sure.
Yeah.
Fine. All right.
But wait, there's more. And this one is also coming from North Carolina, because the GOP nominee to control that state's public schools is a total fucking weirdo as well, who also hates gay people. But this one participated in January 6th and, ironically, also hates schools.
Yeah, we got to do something about these schools.
I hate them so much, that's why I want to be in charge. Here's HuffPost with more on Michelle Morrow, not to be confused with the gaming and entertainment influencer
Like, wait, that
of the
sounds
same
familiar.
name. Yeah, not the same
Damn,
person, no.
What a weird path she went down.
A conspiracy theorist who was outside the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021, became the Republican nominee for North Carolina's top school official on Tuesday. Michelle Morrow, who has long espoused anti-LGBTQ, anti-science, and Islamophobic views, defeated incumbent Catherine Truitt in the Republican primary for Superintendent of Public Instruction. Morrow would oversee the state's entire public school system if she wins the general election in November.
Yeah, probably shouldn't let that happen.
No.
Morrow has never held office and has homeschooled her children, according to her campaign website. In a campaign video, she lamented that North Carolina preschoolers were being taught that men can get pregnant, and claimed lessons about racial equity would make students hate our country and feel shame for the color of their skin. You better believe our teachers will be well versed in the true history of our great nation, she said in the video. Morrow's personal Twitter account has repeatedly posted misinformation. She referred to the COVID-19 vaccine as population control. Local outlet WRAL reported in 2022 and falsely said there was proof to overturn the election results in several states after the 2020 presidential election. I do support death to vaccine mongers like Bill and Melinda Gates, Morrow tweeted in late 2020. What does that have to do with the school board? She told WRAL 2 years later. Morrow has also called Islam evil several times, WRAL reported, though she later apologized for the comments in an interview with the outlet. Look, I'm a hateful fucking person, but
I think I went a little too far with that.
Muslims, they're fine, whatever.
Yeah.
Don't go near my kids. I don't want to know you, but
I need
sorry.
their vote. I need their vote.
But I'm sorry, I guess.
Meanwhile, the presidential race is now officially down to just 2 candidates.
Oh my God, what?
Donald Trump and Joe Biden.
Wow, what a waste of everyone's fucking time.
And remember how we kept saying over and over and over again about how everyone should ignore all the quotes from Republican voters about how they could never bring themselves to vote for Donald Trump again, no matter what, even if he is the nominee. Wag my finger, not gonna happen. We said don't listen to those motherfuckers, they're lying.
Yeah, they return to their natural state.
Yes.
Around election day.
In the lead up to Super Tuesday, every time a different state held its primary, the media would report on the fact that Nikki Haley supporters, they would not vote for Trump in November if he's the candidate, and how that was actually bad for Trump. So everyone should stop worrying so much about Trump being elected again.
Yeah.
Okay? Because there's a significant portion of the Republican voter base that simply will not vote for him. They say, no, sir, you're a big meanie. We said don't fucking listen to these people because they are lying and they will absolutely vote for Trump when push comes to shove. Well, thanks to some interviews with voters on Super Tuesday, we have at least 2 perfect examples of this, thanks to, first up, a woman whose quote is so frustrating to read that it legitimately hurts my brain.
I mean, this is the median voter, and the
Yes.
median voter is non-ideological to a just frustrating extent and fucking stupid. And they vote.
In large numbers.
They vote. Will you vote? So here's the quote from the Nikki Haley supporter, Mickey Stout, 80 years old, from Richmond, who was wearing a sticker that enthusiastically stated, Mickey for Nikki. She said, I think Trump is so irrational and really very frightening. I think that if he allowed this January 6th thing to take place, he could try to take over the next time if he doesn't win this one. I just think he's dishonest, and I don't want that. But I think Biden is too. I definitely won't vote for Biden. I will have to vote for Trump.
Well, there we go. Oh. Well, unfortunately, I gotta vote for Trump, the guy who I just said was literally frightening.
Fascinating.
Yeah, because otherwise, people who took out aggressively high student loans with interest rates that are insurmountable, they might have some relief coming their way.
Yeah, we can't have that.
Yeah.
Can't have it. And in another interview, this time on camera with MSNBC, a separate Haley voter used even harsher language just to end up in the exact same spot. Take a look.
The man is a lunatic, and I think he's terrible for the country. He lies, he cheats, he's bankrupted millions of businesses and people, and I don't see anything good about him.
Let me ask, if Donald Trump is the nominee in November, do you support Joe Biden over Donald Trump?
No.
So yeah, it's already so exhausting. That's fun.
Now we need to take a break.
I did on like NPR, their analysis based on their polling was that basically like 1/3 of Haley voters like probably will vote for Biden, 1/3 are definitely voting for Trump, and then the third in the middle is like could go either way.
I still don't
I think
believe
it's
it.
going to
Yeah.
go towards Trump.
Yeah.
Because they're Republicans. Like they're going to vote for the Republican.
Yeah, and there's the scary part is, again, there's multiple ways that he can win. As we saw in 2016, Biden could win the popular vote and lose the presidency.
Yeah.
There are a lot of tactics and all these problems that Trump is dealing with, which we'll get to in a second.
It's all about locking down those Midwest states, though. How's Biden doing in the Midwest?
Oh, shit.
fucking
Minnesota
terrible?
and Michigan fucking hate him? Oh, weird.
Well, it's good thing Michigan has never been important to any other state before, and a good thing Minnesota has actually never voted Republican. So, I mean, probably still. Who knows? Who knows? Anything can happen.
It's almost like in 2016 when Hillary specifically didn't campaign in states like these and then lost them, that this would be inspiration for maybe Biden.
I mean,
to do more.
Minnesota has literally not voted Republican like, I don't know, at least in the last 80 years. When Reagan swept the country, like Minnesota was like the one blue holdout. So to see the uncommitted vote in the primary this past week from a state like Minnesota, that's not a great sign.
Yeah.
That is a red flag.
Yeah, well, you're going to get yelled at if you even mention that because, as we saw on Twitter on Super Tuesday, people who vote uncommitted are literally Hitler.
They are, and they're terrorists, and they better fucking vote for Joe Biden, or I'm going to fucking deport their ass.
Yeah. Anyways, now we need a break from all this chaos.
Yeah.
And it's a good time for a break because, I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, growl, growl, growl.
Folks, today's episode is brought to you by Factor. Factor's delicious, ready-to-eat meals make eating better every day easy. Wherever tomorrow takes you, be ready with pre-prepared, chef-crafted, and dietitian-approved meals delivered right to your door. You'll have over 35 different options a week to choose from, including keto, calorie smart, vegan and veggie, and more. And there's even more to enjoy with over 55 nutrition-packed add-ons that help make your weekly meal planning even more delicious. What are you waiting for? Get started today and have a feel-good week of meals ready to go.
Factor is the perfect solution if you're looking for fast, upscale options done easily. Factor's restaurant-quality meals are ready to heat and eat whenever you are in just 2 short minutes. You can get as much or as little as you need by choosing 6 to 18 meals per week. Plus, you can pause or reschedule your deliveries anytime. There's no prep, no mess meals because Factor meals are 100% ready to heat and eat. So there's no prepping, cooking, or cleanup needed. They've also got snacks, smoothies, and more. Discover a wide variety of easy options for the entire day like breakfast, midday bites, and plenty more. So get fed and support this show by heading to factormeals.com/newsdump50 and use code newsdump50 to get 50% off. That's code newsdump50 at factormeals.com/newsdump50 and you'll get 50% off.
Link is also down in the description below. All right, back into the news, and here's a few more little Trump tidbits for you. He is losing money at an incredible rate. And just today, he was ordered to pay out yet another legal bill. This time it relates to his failed lawsuit over that Steele dossier. And that's in addition to the judge in the E. Jean Carroll defamation case refusing to delay the judgment and ordering Trump to pay the $83 million fine by Monday or post bond, which is even more than $83 million. So, buddy, you gotta start pulling up that mattress, pulling some money out. First, let's look into the Steele dossier lawsuit. Here's the Associated Press. Former U.S. President Donald Trump has been ordered to pay a 6-figure legal bill to a company founded by a former British spy that he unsuccessfully sued for making what his lawyer called shocking and scandalous false claims that harmed his reputation. A London judge who threw out the case against Orbis Business Intelligence last month, saying it was bound to fail, ordered Trump to pay legal fees of £300,000 or $382,000, according to court documents released on Thursday.
This was the P tape, right?
Yes, the Steele dossier with the
I still believe.
Russian hookers peeing on Obama's bed,
Yeah.
Amongst other things.
This guy got pissed on in Russia.
He paid Russian hookers to piss on Obama's
That's right.
bed.
He got pissed on and he liked it.
Yeah, and then he drank a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Because it's sterile and he likes the taste.
But those legal fees are a drop in the bucket when compared to the hundreds of millions that he owes in New York and the $83 million that he owes E. Jean Carroll.
I owe money all over town.
And that $83 million is due by next Monday, at the latest. Here's The Hill with more on that. A federal judge on Thursday rejected former President Trump's request to delay the $83.3 million judgment in advice columnist E. Jean Carroll's defamation lawsuit, refusing to give Trump more time to post bond with the deadline only a few days away. Under standard practice, Trump's lawyers have said Trump's bond amount would total $91.63 million as he appeals the January verdict. Trump in recent days has filed motions seeking a new trial in the case or to get the damages reduced. Trump had demanded Kaplan, appointed to the bench by former President Clinton, delay the judgment until 30 days after the judge rules on those motions or alternatively reduce the bond amount to $24.475 million. Kaplan has not yet ruled on that delay request, but on Thursday the judge denied Trump's more recent demand for an administrative stay in the meantime to punt Saturday's deadline.
So yeah, get off the wallet, Mr. Trump. Time to pay up.
Get out the old checkbook.
But yeah, you can see what he's doing. He's trying to push all of this back as far as humanly possible
Delay.
and keep it in the courts until
Yeah.
he can just make it go away.
Yeah.
But let's move on from one of the world's most hated dudes to another one of the world's most hated dudes. Jake Paul has announced that he will continue to fight retired boxers in what appears to be, at this point, some kind of sick fetish for beating up on old people.
Yeah, what's that about?
Why is he always rock hard when he's doing it? Obviously, we know why he's doing it, because it sells tickets and pay-per-views. Hey, this one, though, if you're already a Netflix subscriber, you get to watch it. It's being live streamed on Netflix.
I won't. I'm probably not going to do that.
I don't like seeing young people beat up on old people.
Yeah.
Unless it's a war of words.
Well, especially this one.
Yeah.
I mean, I just hope everyone gets paid.
I hope Mike Tyson bites his ear off. But
That'd be cool.
yeah, that's who he's fighting. He's fighting Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Who
kind
is
of
60-something years old?
57. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just kind of sad that this guy outright refuses to actually participate in the sport that he claims to love in any way of, doing a sanctioned or competitive match with someone his age and his weight group.
Yeah, it is strange.
Instead, opting to fight people who are 20 years past their prime in exhibition matches so that he can just beat up on them while they take a fall and make a bunch of money in the process. Everyone knows what's going on here, right?
Yeah.
These are all sham fights.
Yeah, these guys are old. They don't want to get hurt. Like, they're at risk of, serious injury if they actually take this fight seriously. So
But also, a couple dozen $1 million couldn't hurt.
With Mike Tyson, though, genuinely, when Mike Tyson in his prime was, one of the most terrifying fucking athletes you've ever seen.
Yes.
The speed at which he could
For his
throw
size,
blows.
too.
Yeah, just, 10 punches in, 2 seconds.
And, yeah, which is different for someone like Floyd Mayweather, but Mike Tyson is
He was a huge guy
very large
who
person.
moved extremely fast.
Yes.
And his body movement too. They throw punches at him and he'd just contort to block all of them and then just land one knockout. Incredible stuff. So, I mean, obviously he's way older now.
The problem is he still has that muscle memory. So one stray hit and Jake Paul's down. And we're sure that you remember when his brother Logan Paul fought Floyd Mayweather, he got hit by one of Mayweather's punches and just completely collapsed. The only way that he didn't immediately lose was Mayweather caught him and got him in a grapple.
This wasn't part of the plan.
Yeah, he kept him in a grapple till he woke up.
Yeah.
It's just on its face, it's just a sham match. So that's the problem. If Jake Paul accidentally activates one of Mike Tyson's muscle memories, he's done for. And one of those muscle memories is biting his fucking ear off.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
If I'm fighting an old man, I'm not fighting Mike Tyson. Jesus.
No.
Not even 57-year-old Mike Tyson.
No.
But yeah, Jake Paul, the younger one, he's fighting former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson for no reason other than money, and a generation of fans who either desperately want to see their favorite content creator beat up an old man or are hoping, despite this having a totally fixed outcome, that Mike Tyson will literally destroy Jake Paul in the ring.
Yeah, everyone hopes that every time, and it never happens.
Yeah, it's not going to happen, probably because, he's being paid to take it easy and make it into a show. Mm-hmm. If this match ends in under 10 seconds, that's not entertaining.
Yeah, and then you're wasting all that time that Mike Tyson's weed billboards can be all over the ring.
That's right.
I sell marijuana and marijuana accessories.
But even so, it's not exactly a fair fight because as much as the Paul brothers suck as people, they're absolutely ripped, probably on some gear because there's
no rules on what
nothing
they're doing.
stopping
Yeah,
them from doing that. And they've trained for the sport, and by most accounts, are very talented boxers.
Just not talented enough to actually fight in real matches.
They exist in this weird middle ground where they are very good at it, but not good enough to actually compete.
Yeah, they're showmen. They're P.T. Barnum. It's like they know what they're doing, and it does sell. I mean, this Netflix deal is probably astronomical behind the scenes because it's regardless of how much you hate them, this is going to be a massive success because of the platform it's on.
How many scripted shows were canceled to pay for this boxing match?
Probably a lot. And also, if you take Zack Snyder's view of Netflix, more people will watch this, or specifically his movie Rebel Moon, than they did Barbie. That's what he said.
All right, Zach.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just refuse to fight actual matches. Mm-hmm. They do this
It's a show.
It's a show.
It's money.
It's entertainment. Are you not entertained? At least the older one, just went into the WWE where he can make a legitimate show out of it. And like, again, apparently he's pretty damn good at it. Although he like tore his fucking like Achilles or his ACL on his first match. So like, wow, he gave an incredible performance, but he cannot compete for like a year.
I'm sure he'll be crying into his wads of cash made from Prime Energy drink or whatever else.
Anyway, here's Variety with more on this sham.
Jake Paul is set to fight former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson in a boxing match that will be live streamed on Netflix. The bout is scheduled to take place on July 20th at the AT&T Stadium in Texas and will be available to all Netflix subscribers. Also, hold on, why would anyone want to go see this live? That stadium is like 100,000 people. You're not going to be able to see fucking anything.
That's why you bring your monocular.
Yes, I would be up there like that. They would take me out because I would look like a sniper because of the monocular. That's why you need both.
Yeah.
The thing is, and people will say this, it has like one of the largest screens on earth. But at that point,
just watch it
at home with your friends. Anyways, it continues. Additional information, including the co-main event and undercards, will be announced at a later date. And here's what Jake Paul says about it. It's crazy to think that in my second pro fight, I went viral for knocking out Nate Robinson on Mike Tyson's undercard. Now, less than 4 years later, I'm stepping up to face Tyson myself to see if I have what it takes to beat one of boxing's most notorious fighters and biggest icons. Within just 2.5 years of founding MVP, we're about to produce the biggest fight in history. A fight in the biggest NFL stadium in the US, broadcast live on the biggest streaming platform in the world. A testament to all we've accomplished in such a short amount of time. Whether you're tuning in on Netflix or showing out in person, whether you're Team Paul or Team Tyson, or whether you're a lifelong boxing fan or just watching your first fight, you're not going to want to miss this event. I could not be more excited to make this amazing fight available to all Netflix subscribers alongside the hardest hitter of all time, Mike Tyson, on Saturday, July 20th. My sights are set on becoming a world champion, and now I have a chance to prove myself against the greatest heavyweight champion ever, the baddest man on the planet and the most dangerous boxer of all time. This will be the fight of a lifetime.
Will it though?
It's not going to be an entertaining fight. It's just going to be, it's a bizarre thing to witness because you're seeing previously one of the greatest fighters of all time fight someone that everyone hates on YouTube.
Yeah. Anyway, for his part, Mike Tyson said the following. I'm very much looking forward to stepping into the ring with Jake Paul at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, Tyson said. He's grown significantly as a boxer over the years, so it'll be a lot of fun to see what the will and ambition of a kid can do with the experience and aptitude of a GOAT. It's a full circle moment that will be beyond thrilling to watch, as I started him off on his boxing journey on the undercard of my fight with Roy Jones, and now I plan to finish him.
Yeah, good. I like that dig at the end, but also the fact that like in the beginning he's just like, yeah, it's gonna be fun. For me, it's gonna be fun. I just step in there, take a couple hits.
Yeah. I'm sure he will
make $100 million. Yeah.
And Variety adds that this marks Netflix's latest venture into the world of live sports. The streaming giant most recently aired the Netflix Slam, a tennis matchup between Rafael Nadal and Carlos Alcaraz. Prior to that, they aired the golf event, the Netflix Cup. Really? Netflix is also set to become the weekly home of WWE's Monday Night Raw beginning in 2025. Oh shit, yeah, I forgot about that.
And you know what?
That is pretty crazy.
That makes me wonder if maybe they had a deal and they were like, ah, fuck, we had to deal with the wrong Paul brother. Now we have to do a boxing match with him.
Yeah.
We got, just like everyone else,
we got our Pauls mixed up.
Happens to the best of us. Happened to us multiple times on this show. Yeah. All right, and right after we filmed this, the State of the Union address is happening. So if something stupid happened during that, we're sorry for not reporting on it.
Yeah, if Biden glitched out, started T-posing, clipping through the stage.
We don't know. It happened after we filmed. If there's something worth mentioning, we'll do it on Weekly Weird News. Now, we did see at the last second, though, that from the rafters, boom, boom, what is that? I hear George Santos' music. Apparently, George Santos showed up.
How?
I have no fucking idea.
Who gave him a ticket? Do they have tickets? How does that work?
I got a press badge. I'm here representing Cameo. I don't know. It literally last second as we were about to film, I saw it on Twitter. So anyways, make sure you like the video. Click the like button. There you go. Leave a comment, reply to a comment, and make sure you watch our previous videos. We have David Zaslav continues his path of destruction.
He's a menace.
He is. And also a video from earlier in the week. Watch both of those, and we'll see you soon for Weekly Weird News.
Bye.
Bye.